Hi, my name is Eliza Hadzovic. I am a Dcim Capstone student, and for my final project, I am covering the topic of how social media has changed us as a society from an economic, educational, relationship, and business standpoint. And throughout my research, I found a lot of different and interesting information regarding all of those topics, and I have conducted 3 predictions of how I think social media will affect us in the future. My first evidence-based prediction is that the United States will have a greater divide between both major political parties during future political elections, the Republicans and the Democrats, as you can see in this illustrated image here. But the feud between both parties was already very heated because some people online, they like to say whatever they like behind the screen, and it brings out a lot of anger and it brings out the worst in people. And when I compare to how both parties acted toward one another in 2020 in comparison now, the difference is already huge despite it only being 4 years. And Pew Research Center had done a study where they took multiple countries and they asked whether or not they believed that social media was good for their democracy. While most countries voted that they believed it was, the United States was a major outlier, with 64% of those who participated believed that it was not good for our media. And their reasoning for this was because with the media nowadays, it's so easy to spread false information and mistrust, so a lot of people can't dictate what's true and what's false. My second evidence-based prediction is that I believe all shopping malls will close because online shopping is becoming more prevalent in our society, and because of that, nobody wants to go to the mall anymore. Whereas a decade ago, everyone was going to the mall to shop for Christmas presents, shop for birthdays, hanging out with their friends, spending money, nonetheless. And I believe businesses are starting to shift their gears to online because a lot of customers seem to enjoy shopping online better. They can do it from the comfort of their own home, and despite not being able to try on clothes that they want, they could always get it shipped to their house, and then if they don't like it, they could always end up returning the package. My third and final evidence-based prediction is that I believe the attention spans of our future generations will be shortened because they are given immediate access to the internet and their own tablets. And as we see iPads and tablets being more prevalent nowadays, it's given to the kids as a way for parents to get their own quiet time. And while it might be convenient for their parents, it won't be good for the long term of their children's attention span. And because children are given access to iPads and tablets at such a young age, they're used to looking at a screen rather than having face-to-face interaction. And Your Commonwealth, a source that I use in my bibliography, emphasized that while they're in school, a lot of students don't seem to pay attention as much because they've been relying on the dopamine receptors in their brain that they've been getting from social media. And that's because it was integrated in their life at a very young age.